Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving you a match analysis for Zambia versus Seychelles. I hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. So let's get into this match. Alright, so we have a penalty. The Zambian player takes it up, and that was a bad penalty because the distance that the goalkeeper covered was not a lot. Let me repeat that. Yeah, the keeper practically just fell. She didn't necessarily have to dive to the other side. Alright, so let's head into the first goal of the match. Oh, and at this particular point in this in this highlights, the red card that the other team had received. Wait, let me check something. Oh yeah, the red card the player had received was not shown or televised. Also, should be the third goal that Zambia had scored. Yeah, so those two particular incidences are not there. But look at this: a ball over the top has been played, and it's taken out the entire defense of this team. There are 3 defenders on 2 attackers, and they are not close enough to impact them in any way. The goalkeeper should not be here. The goalkeeper, I expect maybe a bit more behind or even on their line, because at this particular point she has a teammate to cover. Let me remove some of that. Because at this particular point she has some of her teammates to cover, and she just set herself up because the ball is looped, so it's easier to chip it above the goalkeeper. So the goalkeeper should not have been this far out. Let me continue that. And yeah, it's an easy goal. It's an easy goal for the Zambian player. The goalkeeper should not have been that far away from her line. Alright, let's get into the second goal that was scored. Alright, so she receives the ball, and look at this. Her team, wait, I just want to play it a few seconds. I want to check for something. And yeah, I've seen what I've needed to see. Alright, so a ball is not really, but the Zambian player kicks the ball forward, and then look at her. She has the time and space to trap this ball, and her teammate should be reading this. By that, she should be moving here so that she creates a passing lane for her to receive the ball to. And look at this. She has all this free space. If she wanted, she could actually she could trap it and maybe push here and kick it forward. The Zambian player is coming to press. She is also coming to press for the ball, and she is also coming to press for a ball. Let's see what happens next. She traps the ball, she lets it move away, and then at this point in time, she could either put the ball here into the direction of her teammate, and her teammate has not helped her play. She is not helping her teammate because she's moving away from the ball, and she's not angling herself well to receive a pass or to allow her teammate to take a pass. Because at this particular point, I mean, even before, she was mainly behind the Zambian player, so she made her teammate be in more pressure. Right now, she could play it in the space as I've suggested, but I don't think she considered that. Or if possible, she could kick it really hard so that it goes back to her keeper. But let's keep playing and see where the ball goes. She does a little too much, and the ball gets taken away from her. She is the last line of defense, and she goes diving in. In such situations, and her team already has a red card, I would have preferred she just tracks the Zambian player as much as she can. Then maybe at this particular point, she could have at least tried to make a tackle, but I feel she tried to lunge for the ball a little too early. And she gets done. And the goalkeeper here, I mean, there's nothing much he can do because the Zambian player also has the choice to pass to her, but what she does here is brilliant. Yeah, let me just tricks the keeper. That's lovely feet. That is lovely, lovely, lovely feet. An amazing goal by the Zambian. Ichomba Lubundanji. Yep, that's her name. Look at that. That's That's a lovely, lovely bit of skill. But also the defender here. So when you're in the last line of defense, alright, at this point, it would have been better for her to just like slide tackle and take the Zambian player out rather than attempting this type of a tackle. Problem is with this type of tackle, you're moving in this direction, the Zambian player is trying to trick you, so she'll move in that direction just to confuse you, so which means you stay behind her, and I don't know, she should have just been tracking back, maybe near the 18-yard line. She should have pressed so that she put the Zambian player under pressure, so even if she was to take a shot, it would be under pressure and have a less likelihood of, not really less likelihood, but it would just make it slightly more difficult for her to score. But this piece of skill here, look at that, she does it twice. Yeah, that's a good, look at that. And she finishes it amazing. Alright, as I have mentioned before, the third goal is not shown to us. What is shown to us is the fourth goal, which was also under VAR review. Alright, so let's see the goal that was scored. Right now they're celebrating. Wait, the fourth goal is not shown. Oh, here it is. Oh, I was about to be worried. Alright, so the third goal is not shown, but the fourth goal is shown. So this is an offside. And already, from what I can see, she is not in line with her teammates. Because if you see here, both of these two have stepped up and in line. And by doing that, they've kept the two Zambian players offside. And her, she's gone all the way back. This is why offside traps are very risky, because you have situations where one defender wants to step up and play the offside trap, and the other wants to stay back because they're not too sure. This is another example of that. First time ball, passes it to a teammate. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. Reminds me of the goals I used to score. Not used to. I could say used to score on FIFA, especially FIFA 19. Alright, so this ball gets played forward, and then look at that. She tricks the player, header in, goal. Now let's analyze that a bit. Alright, so the ball comes in here, right? She is not marking well, because let's just say we're based, okay, so to get a perspective of how she's defending, her shoulders, right? Her shoulders are not facing the attacker, they are facing that way. As a wise man once taught me, yes, your shoulders are supposed to be facing where you want to get the ball. So her shoulders her shoulders are facing that way. So which means that her head is turning, and that's a difficult position to defend from. And that's why the Zambian player takes advantage of that by cutting inside. And then now she's even further away from the Zambian player than she had started, because of the position of her shoulders and the body mechanics that would force her to have to turn around to get into a position to be challenging for the ball. And this lovely cross is played, and the Zambian player makes a run in between the two defenders. The fact that she is unmarked and the goalkeeper does not even try to make a shout. The fact that both these two here, okay, they're not, I don't know, maybe they didn't sense the danger, maybe they could have shouted. And the goalkeeper, I do feel she could have at least tried a bit more harder to claim that, because she does let the ball go. Yeah, she didn't fully commit to that. Once again, Ochomba Lubananji. Looks like she had one heck of a game. Yeah, but I don't feel the goalkeeper properly commits to that. But this is a lovely cross. Yeah, she was looking at the ball, then she looked at the Zambian player, then she didn't just time it properly. Great headed goal. It's great to see headed goals. Yeah, it's great to see headed goals in the game. Alright, let's move into the next. So, not really circumstance. Yeah, the next situation here. She turns. That's a lovely hit. Alright, let's move back a bit. Now, here's one thing I'd like to notice. I'd like to take attention of. She traps the ball and she takes it in behind. Now, I don't know if this was a ball played in behind, but they have a particularly large amount of space, the Zambians, in which to attack from. From this frame here, let's just do that. These two are not close enough to, how can I say it, take advantage of the ball, but they are still in play. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 Zambian players. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are numbered in their own box, which is worrying. Alright, so she takes the ball. She had a back to go. She traps it, and then she makes a turn. The fact that, okay, but this is a good hit. Okay, that's a good hit, but I do feel the defender could have done more. Yeah, more could have been done. Like, this just feels way too easy. It just feels way too easy. Freedom, goal scorer of that goal. Yeah, not much could be done. That's a good finish, but I don't feel sure. I don't think she was supposed to turn like that. Like, the fact that she was near the defender, she managed to turn away from the defender, and the defender is nowhere close. At that point, if the Zambian player received the ball and moved forward, yeah, but the fact that she was able to receive the ball and turn, very worrying defending. Very, very worrying defending. Alright, I think this is the last goal. Cross in the box. And she walks it in for a goal. Now, let's notice something. Number one, there is no one on the post. No one on the post. Number two, you have a cluster of Zambian players here, and there are no opposition teammates. In fact, they are even forming their own clusters rather than like the fact that there are 3 Zambian players in a line unmarked is worrying. I should be at least seeing some of the other. I should see some defenders or the opposition in between the Zambian players so that they could just disrupt that line. But unfortunately, there is no one to do that. There's no one to do that. The ball comes in. Who gets first contact? The opposition player, but unfortunately it bounces near the Zambian player. Goal. I think there is going to be another angle in which you can see the goal. Charity Mwanga, goal scorer for that one. It was a bit too far though. Yeah, this is a bit closer. So yeah, it bounces off her. Oh wait, there was someone that came on the post, but but she couldn't really like defend that. Yeah, she just let it bounce off her body, and the Zambian player finished delightfully. Yeah, so the match finished 7-0. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the third. There's no footage of the third goal, and we didn't see the red card incident. But this is a very good attacking match from Zambia. I hope they continue their good form in the Women's COSAFA Cup. And that's it for me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next match analysis.